Hi, everyone. Harry here to talk about a week that, in my experience, even the worst monster hasn't had. Donald Trump, facing 91 charges in 4 different crimes, will this week alone, over the next few days, have inflection points and important events in all 4 of them. His now profession is as a professional criminal defendant and with a little, side job of running for president. And maybe that's just how he likes it because it feeds his martyrdom narrative, which, in the absence of any policy or anything to say or the terrible record when he was president, this, might be the way to go to try to keep his faithful in the fold. But just just check out this week. Okay, so 4 cases, right? We got Mar-a-Lago, and we got the January 6th election interference trial on the federal side. And then we have the Alvin Bragg, New York DA election concealment case with Stormy Daniels. And then we have the Fulton County case in the big RICO sprawling matter. And, let me cut to the sort of headline. Here's a guy who, anyone else would be present at an important event in these things, although it can be voluntary, and sometimes he likes to express his contempt by not showing up. Here he's got a problem, though, a very important criminal trial juncture in 2 different cases on the same day. Maybe that happened once to John Gotti. I'm not sure, but 4 different matters in a week. So on Thursday, 2 important cases. He's made a motion or joined a motion by one of his defendants in Fulton County to recuse and really to dismiss the whole case against him based on the allegations by a co-defendant of improper, unethical behavior by Fonnie Willis. This is the whole, affair and the potential of some kind of, seems far-fetched, but some kind of financial benefit arising out of hiring her. So there's going to be a big hearing on that, and you would think, he might want to make his presence felt there. However, there's one reason not to is it's an evidentiary hearing. So what would happen if he's called to the stand? In any event, whether it's for that tactical reason or just that, 2 criminal trials and you can't be in 2 places at the same time, he's announced that he's going to be instead in New York, where Judge Merchan will have the most important, it would appear, hearing in advance of the trial in the case involving the effort to conceal the payouts to Stormy Daniels. And Merchan's going to dispose of certain motions and also make the trial date clear. And Trump has said that's the one that he will attend. So, actually 2 criminal trials has to decide between the 2. But that's not all. Because we have the 2 federal trials and important stuff is going on in them as well. So in Mar-a-Lago, his friendly jurist, at least so it would appear, Eileen Cannon, is holding a closed door hearing with both defendants and government serially. That is, first the defense without the government there, and then the government without the defense there, to try to decide what to do under SEPA for the classified information that'll be involved in the trial, some aspects of which the government would like to keep confidential, including from the defendants and the jury, not the lawyers, because they have security clearances as a sort of qualification for working on the case. But this is the sort of thing that is even in a down the middle judge, it can be labyrinthine, complicated, and time consuming. And in Cannon's hands could be A, time consuming, and B, give opportunities to expose information that the government doesn't want to expose and may have to appeal, because under the statute here, you do have an automatic appeal. It would be to the 11th Circuit. And if they appeal to the 11th Circuit, the question comes up, will they move to recuse her after her first, her early debacles in the case involving the search warrant? But she's letting, you rarely have, in my experience, the defendants present at this kind of hearing. Instead, it's just the government. But she's letting the defendant first make his case. No surprise, her solicitousness toward Trump has been a recurrent theme, but it strikes me as not outrageous. She's letting Trump say, here are our theories of the case, and here's why we need to use certain evidence. And since, as I've emphasized repeatedly, he's not charged with anything having to do with the content. He's just charged with, it's classified stuff. He took it. He treated it as his. He didn't return it. So content shouldn't matter. But he's taking his shot at it. And then after that, and I think that part of the hearing started yesterday, will continue, and then we'll go to the United States. So in these 2 days, there's an important SEPA hearing that, among other things, could set the stage for more briefing and delay, or else could set the stage for a difficult and probably unfairly difficult position for the United States, which however would have the option of saying, okay, fine, we won't use that document. And then finally, to the big enchilada, in my view, the most important case out there for a few reasons, but one of them is it really best captures the wickedness of Trump's constitutional betrayal of January 6th, and that's the election interference trial. And we've got the Supreme Court has now, remember, he had to move for a stay from the D.C. Circuit's ruling that he doesn't have immunity. He had to do it by yesterday. He did do it by yesterday, and the court comes out of the box as I predicted anyway, with a very quick order giving Jack Smith 1 week to respond to it. And that's the sort of first step in what will obviously be an expedited schedule that will tell us within a couple of weeks whether they're going to take the case. And that would occasion more delay and maybe even make it practically impossible to try in 2024, or whether they'll deny Trump's request for a stay, at which point we're back in Judge Chutkan's courtroom after a sort of couple month frolic and detour. Okay, so that's just 1 week, 4 days really, 3 days really, 4 days. We'll give 4 days in the life of Donald Trump, professional defendant with the side job of presidential candidate. And, more like these on the horizon. But this is a particularly packed week of events for a man facing 4 different cases and 91 different counts. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.